Kelvin glared at him. She deserves to know the truth, Maurice. She's already involved, whether you like it or not. Maurice's smile faded, replaced by a hard look. Stay out of it, Precious. This is a family matter. I can't stay out of it if I'm caught in the middle, she shot back, surprising even herself with her boldness. The tension between the brothers was palpable, and for a moment, Precious thought they might come to blows. But Maurice simply turned and walked away, his shoulders tense. That night, Precious couldn't sleep. The weight of what she had learned, and what she still didn't know, pressed heavily on her. She decided to take another walk, hoping the cool night air would clear her mind. As she wandered through the halls, she noticed a light coming from the study. The door was slightly ajar, and she could hear voices inside. She approached cautiously, peering through the crack. Inside, Mr. Johnson was arguing with someone on the phone. His usually calm demeanor was gone, replaced by anger and fear. I told you we'd handle it, he hissed. There's no need to escalate things. Just give us more time. Precious's heart raced. She couldn't make out the other person's words, but their tone was sharp and unrelenting. Mr. Johnson finally hung up, slamming the phone down on the desk. She quickly backed away, retreating to her room before anyone could see her. But as she lay in bed, her mind raced. The Johnsons were in deeper trouble than she had imagined, and it was only a matter of time before everything came crashing down. The tension in the Johnson household reached a breaking point the following morning. Precious woke to the sound of raised voices echoing through the mansion. She quickly dressed and made her way to the living room, where the entire family was gathered. Mr. Johnson stood by the fireplace, his face a mask of frustration. Mrs. Johnson was seated, her expression a mixture of worry and anger. Maurice and Kelvin stood on opposite sides of the room, glaring at each other like two rivals about to clash. We can't keep this up, Mr. Johnson thundered. The truth will come out, one way or another. We need to act before it's too late. What truth? Precious blurted out before she could stop herself. The room fell silent, and all eyes turned to her. Maurice sighed, rubbing the bridge of his nose. You might as well tell her now, he muttered. She's already in the middle of this. Mr. Johnson hesitated, then gestured for Precious to sit. She did so cautiously, her heart pounding. For years, he began, this family has been trying to outrun a mistake. Maurice made a deal with dangerous people, a business transaction that went sour. It involved money laundering, and when the authorities began to investigate, we used our resources to bury the evidence. But the people Maurice dealt with, they don't forget. Precious felt a cold chill run through her. And now they're coming back for you? Mr. Johnson nodded grimly. They've made threats. If we don't pay them a significant sum, they'll expose everything, and worse. Kelvin, who had been quiet until now, spoke up. I warned you this would happen, Maurice. Your greed put us all in danger. Maurice's temper flared. Don't act like you're innocent, Kelvin. You've been waiting for this moment, haven't you? Hoping I'd fail so you could swoop in and take over. That's enough. Mrs. Johnson snapped, her voice cutting through the tension. This isn't about you two. It's about protecting this family. Precious sat in stunned silence as the family argued, their secrets laid bare. She realized now why they had been so guarded, why Maurice and Kelvin were at odds, and why Mrs. Johnson had been wary of her involvement. But she also saw something else, a chance to help. Over the next few days, Precious devised a plan. She couldn't walk away, not when the family was in such turmoil. Using her savings and connections in the local community, she reached out to a friend who worked in law enforcement. Together, they came up with a strategy to confront the people threatening the Johnsons without giving in to their demands. The night of the meeting was tense. Maurice and Mr. Johnson were on edge, but Kelvin supported Precious's plan. Mrs. Johnson, though hesitant, agreed to trust her. Precious and Kelvin met with the blackmailers at a secluded location, with law enforcement officers waiting nearby. The confrontation was intense, the blackmailers demanding their money and threatening violence if they didn't comply. But just as tensions reached their peak, the officers swooped in, arresting the criminals and securing the evidence needed to exonerate the Johnsons. In the aftermath, the family began to rebuild. Maurice apologized to Precious, acknowledging that his actions had put her in danger. Kelvin, too, expressed his gratitude for her bravery. The brothers, for the first time in years, found common ground and began to mend their strained relationship. Mr. Johnson, humbled by the experience, vowed to run the family business with integrity moving forward. Mrs. Johnson, who had always been the glue holding the family together, expressed her gratitude to Precious for helping them through the crisis. As for Precious, she decided it was time to move on. Though she had grown fond of the family, she realized that her work there was done. On her last day, Kelvin approached her as she packed her things. "Thank you," he said softly. "For everything." She smiled, feeling a sense of closure. "Take care of your family, Kelvin. They're lucky to have you." Months later, Precious opened her own catering business, her reputation as a talented and resourceful chef earning her a loyal clientele. She often thought of the Johnsons and the trials they had faced together. Despite the chaos, she had learned valuable lessons about resilience, forgiveness, and the strength of the human spirit. And though she never expected it, Kelvin visited her one afternoon, a bouquet of flowers in hand. "I thought you might need a taste tester," he said with a grin. Precious laughed, inviting him in. It seemed that some bonds, forged in the heat of conflict, had the power to endure.